Election Day is just hours away, and we hear it all the time. Your vote counts, but this year it could more than ever. According to NBC News, more than 42 million people have voted early, in person or by mail. In Virginia, over 900,000 early ballots have been cast, 54% of them Democrat, 30% Republican, and 16% other. 10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett is live in the newsroom tonight to tell us why voters and political experts say this year's midterms could have monumental impacts across the country. Lindsay.
While there aren't many close races for Congress here in Southwest Virginia, there are further east and in several other states. Republicans are hoping to take back control of Congress while Democrats are vying to keep Capitol Hill. On Tuesday, voters across the country will head to the polls. The results could shift the balance of power in both the U.S. House and Senate. Republicans likely to get the 5 seats needed to flip the House red. The Senate split 50-50, not as certain.
Both sides are looking particularly closely at the Senate because of confirmations. Justices, ambassadors, cabinet members, all of these have to go through the Senate.
10 News political expert Dr. Ed Lynch says tight races to watch are in Nevada, Georgia, and Pennsylvania, where President Joe Biden and former Presidents Barack Obama and Donald Trump campaigned this weekend. This week, Biden's approval rating falling in the mid-40s. The results of the midterms will show how voters feel about his presidency and if they're looking across the aisle in 2024. The nation divided over issues like abortion and inflation. A new NBC News poll finds 8 in 10 Americans are dissatisfied with the economy.
And abortion is coming in 4th or 5th, well behind sort of the big 3, which are the economy and inflation, immigration, and crime.
The results of the midterms could also hint at whether or not Trump runs again in 2024, especially if the candidates he endorsed do well.
He's going to present that as evidence that he still has it. He still has political strength. He still has a lot of supporters out there.
With 1 day to go, both parties pushing voters to the polls. The latest NBC News poll shows that 73% of voters on both sides of the aisle are eager to cast their ballots tomorrow. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Lindsay Kennett, 10 News, working for you.